grand finals of Kyojin Dojo, the first event of the new year, technically, if I'm not mistaken, featuring some of the best Japanese players that came in, that successfully invaded, have occupied the entirety of the top 4 as they were probably seeded to do so. Ken going up against the one and only T. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good set. Just wanted to give a quick little shout out to Twitch chat. Shout out to
Dara,
you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in. What's up, good? What's good?
Let me not kind of correct you. Not only is it the first big event of the year, it was the last big event of last year as well. I don't know how often we get events that happen between New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, but yeah, we literally casted this set or this tournament last year.
And grand finals is Sonic Pac-Man. This is it. This is how we open off 2023 with Sonic Pac-Man.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Nothing's changed. It's back to base game, baby. DLC, it does not exist.
I'm like a little bit upset that we did all this Kazuya Sephiroth analysis and then it's going to be Ken with the Sonic. But either way, T is cooking. He's brewing up a fresh pot of tea here, going through the sliding wind box down smash, trying to set up at the ledge here, maybe look for the back here, but the way that he's jumping backwards. And Ken just finally escaping the ledge.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting to see that he's going Sonic here, right? Definitely going to be trying out some different gameplay. I mean, it's hard to, I feel like, fight T, honestly, because when T's playing Pac-Man, he is as crafty as they come. You do not find people quite as tricky, as slippery, as slimy as T's Pac-Man. This is definitely a character that you will not be seen played quite this way by anyone other than T.
Oh my gosh, and that's almost going to be it. Actually, just barely misjudging the angle. He just needed to angle it a little bit more down, and T would have been able to clean up that stock. Either way, this is still such a nice lead to have. You can just sit behind the hydrant, nice and safe, tossing out the apple, tossing out some fruit here, and just looking for any call-out to some of these spin dashes.
All right, there we go. Tossing the melon. The melon is like one of the most deceptive bonus fruits ever, right? It floats so slowly, but if you get hit by it, it can really make you feel bad. And especially like if you grab it, you're holding it in hand. If you actually toss it up, it just floats right there. It's just a consistent hitbox right above you.
But okay, Ken just going to be kicking Pac-Man in the shins, tossing him off stage, comes back on nice and aggressively, tries to tech chase with that fruit, doesn't actually find it, and, ooh, interrupting the approach, but that only interacted with Sonic's hitbox, and it didn't actually, hit him.
Oh, wow. I like that. I mean, that's part of the trickiness, the craftiness of T coming out to play there, right? Throwing out the apple, but also hitting the hydrant at the same time, picking it up, getting the bonus fruit back in hand, recharging it, taking the stock out at the same time. It's all over the place, baby. That's exactly what T's Pac-Man is all about. But as we can see right here, yeah, it's making him chase him. And you know, it's not too often we see Sonic on the chase, you know?
He is indeed. T backing off a little bit, tries to find the out-of-shield punish, but Ken timed that beautifully.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, fellas.
All right, yeah, we're good. We don't have sound. Okay, the sound's back. All right. Oh, it's gone again. Yeah, probably some technical issues. We're trying to fix that as best as possible, but either way, finally gets that stock out of the way. 2 stocks apiece here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just backing off a little bit, holding onto that down B. Ken just gonna mix up his timings here. Tries to come back on with that up air. T, really good usage of the Galaxian and just wanting to maybe catch Ken's landing with the bell. He didn't catch it landing. He was still able to pick it up in time, and Ken backs off just in case T decided to toss down the bell for him disadvantage.
And right now, there we go. This is one of the most scary positions in the game. Pac-Man holding bell and holding shield. He's just chasing him down. Make a mistake. I dare you. Have to approach. I'm winning. Make a mistake.
He was so close. Ken almost connected the bell, almost wrung Ken's ears for a moment there. And actually, what did he collide with? Wait, excuse me?
I'm not sure.
Ken collided with something. His forward, I saw the collision animation for it, but it does not matter. Back throw, just to get a bit of stage control, throws down the bell so that he could pick it up in time. And what a catch, Skiff. Wow.
I mean, that was kind of I wouldn't say guaranteed, but with the fact of where Sonic was, if he really wanted to go above, like, I think he already used his double jump. The only way he was going to be able to dodge that for sure was probably just doing the up special. And you don't want to do that because that puts you in a very compromised position, right? Because if you spin dash, if you just fall at any angle, you're pretty much going to get caught by that bell because of the way it goes up. It angles up, and any position that Sonic could have really made would be angled down. So there's going to be a cross of paths, really, no matter what there.
But what a good delay for him, too. You saw the fact that he was just waiting out that F smash. He wanted to just make sure that Sonic had already expended before he snapped onto the ledge. F thrown out there once again. Ken realizing that he drifted out. He's not going to be able to find the forwarder of his dreams. So picking up Galaxian, his play looking so efficient. Little pivot cancel. F tilt just to knock Ken off stage. Fading back. I mean, T is just so good at setting up on the fly.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, this is the scariest position in the game. Sonic with Bell. He's so fast, he can hold shield. He's like, I'm going to play your game now. Look, he's just like, all right, cool. Here's a few things in your way. And I don't have to do anything because I'm actually winning.
This has to be the best character in the game. Sonic with a bell in hand. What do you do, Skiff?
Well, some people think that Sonic is the best character in the game anyway, so...
Well, they're a little strange for that, I will say. But T, stalling down there as much as possible. I love how creatively he's using his down B. Even if he doesn't have the Hydrant available, it's all about those stalls, baby. He makes it back onto the stage, but beautiful PCF tilt from Ken is going to be able to clean up that stock. 114%. If Sonic lacks something, it is high damage output. Absolutely.
But we'll see how this plays out here. Right now, T in a very comfortable position. Okay, we get a little bit of damage, 9.7%. Nothing to really write home about, but he does get the bell back in hand. And this is where things get a little interesting, right? It's like Pac-Man's like, all right, so what do you do to close this out? And Pac-Man's like, I don't know, but you're not going to win if you don't do anything. By the way, game one, getting down to the last minute here. Welcome to the Grand Finals, baby. 2023 Smash Bros.
Sonic Pac-Man, and oh my gosh, he's going deep, but who committed a little bit too much? It's actually going to be Ken, but it does not matter. Ken not going to suffer for it too much. Downer, is that going to be able to kill? Not quite. It kills early, but it does not scale with percent too well at all. T tries to back off, tries to set something up, and an apple a day. Oh god, I'm not going to say that. Able to get the stock off with an apple. Beautiful stuff. T takes game one.
I was going to say it.
It's day one. That's day one in Smash 4 to say an apple a day keeps insert character away. It's too low-hanging fruit, Skiff.
No, it's never low-hanging fruit enough. Especially for us short people, right? We have to take the low-hanging fruit. Otherwise, we starve. That's called natural selection, you know? Tell me I'm wrong.
Game one goes to T.
Giraffes used to have shorter necks, right? Giraffes used to have shorter necks, but the ones with the longer necks were able to get the short leaves and the better leaves on top. Natural selection gave them the long necks, right? Thankfully, we have tall people to help out short people. You know, we think a little more than giraffes, so we don't need just the low-hanging fruit. We got the tall people who can get us the tall-hanging fruit, you know?
Thanks, Skiff, for reminding me that I'm 5'5". Alrighty, game number 2 between these two. I want to talk a little bit about this matchup, about what we just saw, like Sonic Pac-Man. Right? Sonic Pac-Man, you really make it so difficult for Sonic to approach, especially on a stage like PS2, because of the existence of Hydrant. You know, that is a thing that can halt so many approaches and make Sonics a little bit more vulnerable, especially if you're ducking under platforms. So I think the switch to a Sephiroth, this is a pretty good choice.
Yep. Honestly, I think you kind of need this, right? Last game, you didn't even play that bad, but like, I think at the same time, when you're already like so far down against T's Pac-Man, you kind of need to change it up here. Maybe the Sonic definitely wasn't the play. So hopefully this Sephiroth helps out. Now, granted, this will allow him to poke a little bit better, but you also get caught up in some scenarios like this where T is just able to bop you all the way to the blast zone.
That's Sephiroth off stage. As soon as he's deprived of him of like a single double jump, he doesn't actually have as much distance on up B as some people think. And we saw this in his set against Gact, how much he was being exploited through that. And T gonna be exploiting him all the same. He already has a stock up, trampoline out of disadvantage, and Ken is now in the corner, stuck at the ledge. And ooh, T was not ready for drop down Scintilla as an option.
You know, I feel like that was the most telegraphed Scintilla I've ever seen, and T still bit. So everybody back home, whenever you feel stupid, just remember that sometimes even the top players will bite on the most readable of plays.
It happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us. But you know what? T's also a much better player than all of us in chat are. So don't get too far ahead of yourselves.
MK Leo just sitting in chat, slamming his fist on the table.
You can't be better than me. I'm the best in the world. But either way, right now, a second stock here. Lots of damage getting built up by T. Beautiful play by the Galaga.
Oh yeah, and oh my gosh, the Hydrant knocking the food out of his hand. Just also going to be taking him to the blast zone. And now Ken has evened up the stock count. 73%. He's getting good of the Hydrant. He's setting it up with the ledge as well. T used up his double jump, and Ken just not able to catch that landing successfully.
Oh god, that was a little bit terrifying there, Sephiroth with the bell. I feel like you give any character Bell, and then all of a sudden they're just very, very terrifying. That's how good Bell is.
Oh yeah. Okay, he's just still holding on to it at the ledge here. He's looking for something here. He's just sitting on his Hydrant. He's just making sure that he can not rush his way back onto the stage. All he wants is for Ken to back off. He wants him to hit the Hydrant so that he can land safe.
Dude, that was like the craziest. Hey, come on, man. You know you want to come over here. Like, what's gonna happen? I'm just holding a bell. I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy with a little bell at hand, and then you just go through all these hops. Ken only commits once, and he lost the stock.
But here we go right now. Last stock scenario here for Ken, 51%.
Oh yeah.
See how he's able to kind of play around this right now, because T, I feel like just doing whatever they want. Oh, he missed the Galaga fruit.
Yeah, I wasn't able to find it, and oh, the F smash a little bit too far back. Ken was able to shield in time as the F smash was coming his way. T delaying, just so that he can get past that down, and he is using every single tool at his disposal. T is so effective with those. He hasn't been successfully edge-guarded a single time.
Okay. Well, there we go. He's just going to continue to get his Galaga fruit. And it's kind of a weird spot to be in, right? Because, like, Ken obviously needs to play. Oh, I like how he drifted away just a little bit to avoid that downer. That was actually so smart.
Oh yeah, he just went around the space of it. He made himself an opening to get back onto the stage here, and love these forwards as well. So much pressure. Oh, T, relax. He has Bell in hand yet again. Ken is stuck at the ledge. He needs to grab on yet again, but I feel like the Hydrant kind of blocked T from. Ugh, that was a funky little option.
All right, ooh, bit of a scary spot here. Pac-Man does have some pretty decent stall off stage though. And it's very interesting to see him pull that out, like just trying to see what Ken's going to do about it. And so far, Ken isn't really doing much about it. But there we go, finally getting that downer. He was a little too far in to be able to drift away that time. So honestly, just good on Ken for making it happen.
What happened to the trampoline? I'm actually surprised. It might have been that Pac-Man was a little bit too far to the left, because typically the trampoline is supposed to be your homie. That's supposed to be your buddy that keeps you safe from those kinds of spikes. But now, T, okay, just trying to toss out that bell here. This is such a bad position for Ken, especially if you're hitting T shield with dash attacks. So unsafe.
Here we go. Now, bell in hand once again. Last stock scenario for Ken, 152 on that Sephiroth, man. This is definitely such a scary spot to be in. You can see Ken's giving him a lot of space too. He has to be very careful about how he goes in, especially because Pac-Man's got some great frame data, right? He can box. He can box very, very well.
Oh yeah. Okay, lands in with that air dodge, but is still able to shield on time. That's gonna be the apple, and that's what happens when you try to punish neutral air dodge in Ultimate. Every single time you think that you did it successfully, nope. That thing has non-existent landing lag, it feels like half the time. So Ken was a little bit late, and T was able to clutch out that game.
Well, so far, not too bad here for T. Now up 2-0. And as you can see, they're having a good time. You know, they're chilling. They're vibing right now. They're in a fantastic city. They're playing Smash Bros. In the Middle East right now.
Indeed, they're having a great time. T is excited. About to make some big money soon, unless Ken has a different story to tell as these games go on. But yeah, that's like such a huge challenge. We saw the thing with catching neutral air dodges in Ultimate, and you'd be surprised how big of a punish that you can get for just whiffing that a single time. T took it all the way. He was able to get a stock off of it, and he's playing good. He's playing back. He's using his Hydrant well. He is stalling effectively. T seems so confident in this matchup.
Yeah, T's definitely doing a very, very solid job here. And you know what? Part of me thought they were going to go to Super Mario Maker for a bit, and I was really excited. I think that is such a fun stage, but obviously we're not going to see that. in game 3 of Grand Finals here. But it looks like we are going back to the Sonic. Ken felt, I guess, just a little bit more comfortable here, and you can kind of see it too. Just the fact of being able to get in, how fast Sonic is, to be able to put that pressure, it definitely just makes more sense.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. T whiffs that pickup on the Galaxian, but it does not matter because he still has enough stage to be able to play with. Tosses out another one. Air dodges to pick that one up. Oh, buddy. Oh, if I'm Ken, I'm terrified. That is the nastiest sandwich to be in. Between Pac-Man, Hydrant, and Galaxian as the dressing, you already know that had he gotten hit by that Galaxian, that could have been insane damage, Skiff.
But here we go. Ooh. Trying to chase him out there. That's a bit of a scary spot because, like, you did definitely try to get, like, an early stock if you could, but now you kind of gave up stage for free, and then T was in control for a little bit, which is a little bit scary, and almost getting caught up by that Galaga, too.
And what a trampoline. There was just a quick get-off-me option. T saying, you know what, I'm not going to have any of this. I'm going to retreat off stage, up tilt into the forwarder. Good stuff. And just using those sides of town and city away from Ken. Because, hey, he can't actually threaten that space without actually committing to something. That's a good space to charge off some bonus moves.
All right, oh, got the Galaga. Damn, he drifted away. He drifted way away from that stage. But either way, up throw into the up air, tacking on a little bit of extra damage.
Oh, yeah.
There goes the melon.
Oh no! Ken, he missed his punish on the grab. He almost was able to successfully whiff punish it. He committed off stage, but T was in no place to actually secure the ledge trap. But now he has Bell in hand. Ken, what is the approach? How do you get in on this?
Well, you let the platform bring them to you, apparently. See, that's some 4D chess on picking the stage. I don't have to bring Pac-Man to me. The stage will do it.
Oh, without a doubt. Okay, tossing out that food, charging it up yet again, and oh my god, the Hydrant still coming into play. He has to make it back from this nasty position, but the armor of side B is going to keep T alive through that spring.
Here goes the melon. Wow, that was actually a lot of damage, a lot of pressure too. Just constantly poking Ken in that position.
Oh, beautiful.
Back throw.
Yeah. Goals from ledge are one of the most exploitable options in the game because you toss down that bell that covers basically everything besides the ledge roll, and then Pac-Man still has enough frames to go and cover it in time. So T, what looked like it should have been Ken's stock was T's, but Ken is not going to have any of it. He's able to even it up 2 stocks to 2, both of them at 0%.
Okay, I like that. Just placing the Hydrant and actually Galaga just going through, getting a little bit of a poke going on here. But look at this, 0.3% is the difference between these two players at the moment. But, you know, a couple hits later. Oh, man.
He is just not getting punished on any of these up B commitments. Ken is just always overshooting a little tiny bit. Picks up the Galaxian. I love the fact that he picked it up with the directional air dodge backwards instead of using like a forwarder to pick it up, right? Because he was able to do so without whiffing a move in front of Ken's face.
And we've got the double toss on the orange there. Eat your fruit. Get your vitamin C. Now the Hydrant. Okay, what's going on here? Bit of a weird scenario, man. This is just a very strange matchup between these two.
I feel like that's the best way to describe this entire set. This is just one weird scenario over and over. That is a lot of what T's gameplay is. He puts you in a lot of these unconventional Pac-Man setups, and now just backing off from the Hydrant, thinking that he was outside of Sonic's area of effect, but Ken getting slightly boosted by the Winbox.
That was a little bit weird. Ken just kind of sat there and just ate that Galaga fruit to kind of get started off here. There's the bell on the back. You can see Sonic just holding that shield. Recognizing the bell was still active, did not want to give T any sort of position to try and follow up by taking that stock there. The down smash coming out, not going to get him either. This is getting very scary. You can see Ken is like giving T a lot of respect.
Yeah, he's giving him a lot of respect, and this is like the best that he's been playing thus far as well. He has to respect this Hydrant. He's jumping over it as T slid back because of the Winbox. Hydrant does successfully disappear, and oh, finally finds that bell into the back of classic Pac-Man B&Bs, but Ken gets in there just in time to set up an edge guard. The question is, will he finally find the ledge trap? Oh god.
Nope. Well, now you got him with the melon. Very interesting. Okay, just goes to Z-drop it on top of the Hydrant. So, I mean, definitely trying to just see if he can get something wacky happening, see if T can get caught up in his own mess. But no, I mean, again, T knows his character better than anybody else, so it's kind of a tough spot.
Skip, do you know what that was? That was I wanted to punish neutral air dodge, and then my opponent still got shield out before my hitbox. Can set up that situation. He wanted that F smash, but it does not matter. He's able to find that edge guard just in time. 55%, one falling neutrally, one side B. He might be able to start evening this up.
Well, I mean, you're going to have to because it's do or die at this point. 55% on your potential final stock of the tournament. And you got caught up doing the air dodge, and T just sat there underneath the platform. Didn't have to do anything at all.
Oh.
And no, that's a lot of damage here. Oh, yeah, he was definitely trying to close that out with the down air. Not going to be able to find a way to get it.
They're scrapping. They're absolutely fighting at this point. And T just going to be backing off from the platform. Lands nice and safe. What is the angle on that hydrant? I do not know at all. Just has to find a way to be able to land here and actually able to get the neutral out in time. If Pac-Man has anything, it is fast buttons. I believe that neutral is frame 3?
It's quick. All of his aerials are very quick. But, I mean, here we are once again, Pac-Man with Bell in hand. A potential last stock scenario. This could close out the tournament for T if he can just find a way to land it. Because, I mean, Sonic at 112. All right, we do get the back throw, though. Not going to be enough to close out the stock.
Oh, yeah. This is really scary for 10K. He has to find a way to respect this, but there is just too much happening. You got a Bell, you got a Hydrant, and that's going to be T taking grand finals of Kyojin Dojo 3-0.
Yeah, man.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It happens, but I mean, T has been one of the more consistent players in the world, right? I mean, when he's playing this Pac-Man, it's like no other. No other Pac-Man does it like he does. Right. I know we've talked about this a lot, you know, when you get your top representative for a character, just displaying what they're capable of doing. But I feel like there's just no other way that anybody could ever play like T does. But there we go. A beautiful trophy to go with him, showing it off to the stream, waving high. And he's in a very good mood right now. Beautifully played. What a great tournament, too. Lots of fantastic talent the whole way through. There's actually even some of the pools matches. If you guys missed some of the pools matches from yesterday, go back and watch. Like, these guys can play, man. The Middle East, they got some killers out there. Let me tell you.
Yeah, without a doubt. But of course, Japan is still Japan. They got some of the best in the business. They got some of the best players. The two strongest regions are basically Mexico and Japan for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And they definitely showed that off here with 4 representatives. You got Gact, you had T, you had Shuton, and you had Ken in the top 4. Once again, congratulations to T. He killed it, literally. He won all of his sets like 3-1, I believe. At worst, and everything else was like a 3-0 or a 2-0. He played well. His Kazuya was on point. His Pac-Man was excellent as well. And I don't know, he's like really distinguishing himself as like the real like top cut, right? He's just been winning so many events. He's been traveling so often, and he's just such a good player. Yeah,
no, I mean, there's really not much else to say about it. You kind of hit everything right there. They were both phenomenal players, right? But T obviously edged it out there just a little bit to close out that tournament. First big tournament win of the year, right? We are now in January 1st, 2023. But yeah, man, what a fantastic tournament. Absolute honor to be able to cast the last event of last year and the first event of this year. I mean, that's what you get when you get the whole New Year's weekend tournament going on. But honestly, always a pleasure to cast with you, Dara. It's always a good time. I know we're always going to have fun on the mic. But, I mean, I think that's it for us. I don't think we have anything else to kind of push out here. So, Dara,
I only got one thing to say. Yeah, fellas, first and foremost, thank you for listening to us talk about video games. Congratulations to T. If you're not doing so already, you should follow my lovely, incredible co-caster, Skiff, at Skiff Talks on Twitter. Skiff, what do you do? What do you do?
Now I don't do anything. I sit at home, I play video games, and I tweet every once in a while. But I am planning to start streaming again. I just got myself a nice brand new computer to be able to do all that good fancy stuff. But so far, I've just been sitting at home. I actually started playing Fortnite. That's a fun game. Let me tell you. It's fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Skiff. I'm glad that you're having a good time. And then if you'd also like, you can follow my Twitter as well. And otherwise, guys, thank you so much. I hope the rest of you have a lovely day. Hope the rest of you have a lovely New Year's Day. Hope you guys get to hang out, see some friends, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.